Hey! The last digit of your like on this video by each who you are from Melon Playground, and the last digit of your subscription to my channel will show your Melon Playground item. So go down right now, subscribe and give me a like. Look at the screen. Notice the last digit of your like and your subscription and write in the comments who you are from Melon Playground. It's simple, if your like is number 8 and the last digit of your subscription is number 5, you're a lemon and a cactus. Show your imagination and enjoy the show.
Hi friends, you are on Melonfonk channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Melon Playground Update 26.0. But before we start the video, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys for being in my video. If you want to be in my next video, you need to do a few things. 1, you need to subscribe to my channel. 2, you need to like it. 3rd, write your top comment of 4 words or more, and don't forget to watch this video from beginning to end. It's very simple to fulfill all these conditions and have fun watching. And so, dear friends, Update 26.0 will be released soon. The developers have given us some information that I couldn't help but tell you about because it's insanely important. The developers are going to add day and night to Melon Playground in Update 26.0. And yes, you didn't hear me, Update 26.0 will introduce a dynamic daylight change in Update 26.0. About a year ago, I already did a concept on this topic. And the developers, I think, just simply listened to my ideas. Pay your attention to the screen. We will now have the ability to control not only essentially the weather, but we can now control the seconds when we have day and night change. So essentially, we can set a timer. On this timer, we set the time of sunrise from sunset, and basically how many minutes we're going to have the day. There is also a switch to automatically change day and night. This is also maximized. Also, judging by the renders, we can notice that the night is now also different from what we are used to see usually if we just pull the slider to turn off and on the lights on the map. Has become more natural. It did not become black or gray. It has become more purple that, well, as night, we now have added atmosphere. Also, judging by the sound we can hear that we have now and on all maps, when we turn on the night slider, we will have evening time and evening VYP, sound, crickets, and so on and so forth. Basically, the impedance will change too, and that's great too. In general, I personally lack as if the sun in the background and the moon, or just at least the moon to indicate the night, because we understand that it is darkness. We hear the sounds before we have the night. But not enough atmosphere is not enough. Maybe crickets, some kind of wildlife in the background. I just do not want the picture to be more alive. I think you understand me well. That is as if just to put on particly. Perhaps it can be realized with the help of particly, that is when turning on the night we would have different crickets and it would all create in general. There are a lot of things that can be thought of and added to these mechanics, and I hope the developers will not let us down. In general, I give this idea. I give this innovation all 10 points, and it is very cool, really, for this respect, because on such innovations are built in principle the whole game. With this innovation, I'm almost 100% sure we will see a lot of new interesting pass hacks. I think that there will be new achievements, new secret times which will appear, will be all sorts of different different monsters, possibly scrimmages, or in principle will open new achievements. It will be very cool. If we talk about other innovations, the developers promise us to add a new layer editor. Layers work just horrible for the time being, and the developers are just probably already mad. They are not satisfied with this situation, and they freaked out and just created a new editor. And it will be a layer editor. Is it a cool innovation? I think so. It will fix a lot of the problems that exist now for the different builds, and people who are doing it is just perfect, because now it works, of course, in some ways disgusting. Rate these innovations from 1 to 10 in the comments. Of course, I give these innovations all 10 points, because it is very important and necessary. Also, it seems that the developers are going to rework the space. That's why we have, and for some reason, by the way, not everyone displays a new avatar. Personally, I have an avatar with a robot. But for some reason, some have an avatar displayed with dragon fruit. Some have the most default avatar. In general, it is unclear how Google Play works. This is clearly a problem. Perhaps it all depends on the device. I have for the time being displayed avatar Melon with a robot. I do not know why it works like this. I also do not understand. Write in the comments what avatar is displayed for you. Well, From the avatar should be concluded that the developers are going to redesign the robot and also add some innovations to do just in the area of space, because the space is now quite crooked. I do not like how the space is realized in terms of texture. It is essentially several superimposed textures that differ from each other in transparency. It works a little crooked, and in general, I do not really like the textures, the way it just looks. Also, the developers, I think everybody knows this, are going to add new characters. This is the character of Dragon Fruit. Again, she was in the Avatar, she was in the new animated series that adds to the story. Perhaps the developers are also going to add new NPCs that were in the animated series itself with the continuation of the story, but this is not accurate information. One thing we do know for sure is that the developers will still add Dragon Fruit. Popularity among fans, he used to hype a lot for some reason, then the hype went down after Dragon Fructor became very popular and Cactus in the end we see him in the game. And hopefully Dragon Fruct is waiting for exactly the same story, because simply for the community it is a very important NPC and a very important ART concept, call it what you want. Also, apparently the developers are going to add a new grenade, and it's a grenade called Smog. It's a very cool grenade with its own unique mechanics. So all in all, I will be very happy to see smoke added to the game. But again, it's not for sure, but the developers themselves hinted about it again. Maybe we just misunderstood, but I hope that the developers will just simply add this grenade and everything will be great for everyone. Well, I think it is obvious to everyone that the next transport that will be added to the game will be a helicopter, that we are also very much looking forward to. It easily wins the vote just with a huge margin, and we just simply expect to win early, which will be in the update. In general, 26.0 will be very interesting, very global update. I do not know whether global than 25.0 or other versions, but in general, I am very much waiting, because everything and all the news that we have now look as promising as possible. Of course, write your opinion in the comments. What are you most looking forward to from the 26.0 update? Write your opinion in the comments. Well, this is the end of my video. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone, goodbye to everyone, and remember, buddy, as always, see you in the days to come.